time the beat drop.
Good evening. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live episode of Save and Continue. We are here at the Radio Studios in lovely Mastic, New York. Studio A to be specific. We are renovating the second one for our new set, which is going to be a physical one. Hopefully we'll have that done soon. It's going to be
This is all real.
cool. This is all real, but it's a bit much. It's a bit much. And that's our theme song. Yo, I like that. It's trap, you know, it's part of the stories. But we're here, it's tech, it's video games, it's everything on the internet. We'll try to stay on track, but as usual, no promises with anything like that. My name is Kyle, as joined by me as always is the fantastic Mr. Nolan Rummel. We are coming to you live.
Ladies.
Look at him, just great. Anyway, we got lots to talk about because we were not here for last week, unfortunately, due to the continuing snowstorm of just massive proportions. Really, we didn't get
It's
it
like
right.
the day after tomorrow.
It really-
I'm just expecting to see like Lady Liberty singing.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, and there's a ship full of wolves. It's great.
Most realistic movie ever.
Oh yeah, I love that movie though. Everyone hated that movie, but it was just like, yeah, when's the apocalypse gonna happen? Tomorrow. Like,
No, the day after tomorrow.
that was the part. It was the title that got me the most. I'm like, it's like that movie, The Kingsman, that has come out. It looks great, but the title is Kingsman's Secret Service, which I just never got that.
You
It's
keep
that good.
pushing Kingsman, I'm gonna keep hating
Dude,
on it.
we're gonna watch it on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and you're gonna like it. I guarantee it.
I'm gonna wait till it's out.
They said they were trying to bring back the comedic element that all those spies movies had, that supposedly Austin Powers ruined. Because James Bond, the creators of that, have said that Austin Powers was responsible for getting rid of like all the quirkiness in modern spy movies.
Yeah, he totally was.
Yeah, but wait, that's not negative.
No.
I love Austin Powers. Like,
So they're trying to bring back the quirkiness, yet they're also emphasizing the suit.
Yes.
Where's Jackie Chan?
where's
Is this the suit too?
He's off making a tuxedo. Is it a tuxedo?
Or the tuxedo.
I was gonna say, like, he made 2 super suit movies?
That would be amazing.
God, Jackie Chan, get some originality on there.
I would keep
forgot to turn the
throwing
timer
money.
on. I throw money at Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Jackie
absolutely.
Chan is one of those people, I said the same thing, or John said the same thing about Jim Carrey. One of those people that you just get paid to be alive. Just like, oh, you're still here? Here's $500. Just every time I see that
Definitely
person.
Jim Carrey,
You're just a great human being. But, yeah, well, because it's a little off topic, but since we already started with that, let's talk about Zoolander 2.
Oh, yeah,
Which has been, that video came out, which went viral, which is, if you haven't seen it, it's Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson as Derek Zoolander and Hansel from the movie, and they're walking
So hot
down
right
the
now.
real Paris runway during the Paris Fashion Week, which happened after New York Fashion Week, which just went down in the city over here. And basically people are like, oh, it's so funny that they chose to do that. People are realizing that was how they officially announced the movie.
Yeah,
That's how
until
Universal
that
Pictures
post.
officially announced
Yeah.
because that's how they do it now. It's all like viral marketing and all that kind of weird stuff. And even you were talking about it, like that's so crazy how in the video they're walking down the runway, and then in another video you see it in
It's
one of the
like-
main videos. Yeah, there's a guy taking a selfie of himself with Zoolander behind him,
Yeah.
and Derek comes out, grabs the camera, and just starts
And just whips him the blue steel one
just whips him the
time.
blue steel selfie the whole time. And everyone's like, oh, I can't believe he did that. I don't mean to ruin the magic of it, but that guy is actually the one that got his phone taken is a very popular Vine artist? Vineist?
Vinerist.
Vinerist.
Vineyard.
You know, I don't think Vineist sounds good. Oh, he's a registered Vineist.
Tune in for my 10-second Vinist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
10 seconds, that's it? I could have sworn they added more. But yeah, that guy, like, 'cause I saw him and I'm like, I know that face from somewhere. And sure enough, he has like thousands of followers on
Yeah.
Vine, which is still relevant, apparently.
Vine?
I thought Vine was dead. I was very surprised, because then out of curiosity, I re-downloaded Vine just to see the activity, and it's like, people are still really active on that thing.
I don't know.
It's a blooming community
It
still.
makes a lot of sense still. I mean, there's always going to be a want for that like quick hit of entertainment.
Yeah. You think by now someone would have found like a different version of it? Like I saw Vine as MySpace, and that there was going to be some other like Facebook poised to destroy that kind of video thing. But that's with live streaming now. Now everyone's saying that live streaming is going to be the thing to take over that.
That'd be cool.
Which is cool, because we're doing
that's
that.
what we're doing
We're doing that
right
right now. We're live streaming. We're also double live streaming because segueing into our next topic. We'll actually make this. I didn't think about it at the time. This is the app of the week. I don't have the suite. Just thought of it now because I was like, this is a great app. I'm going to tell people about it. Not at one point did it dawn on me, hey, maybe you should use this for the segment for that sweep that took you 3 hours to make. No. We'll just say it. Anyway, Meerkat is an app you can download, and this is kind of it's trying to bridge live streaming to people that are very experienced with it and people that have no idea what they're doing. The beauty of Meerkat is it's an app you can download for your iPad and your iPhone. I don't think you can do it for your computers yet, but basically it's a live streaming app that connects directly to Twitter. So if you're using Ustream or Livestream or Dacast or anything like that, you have to set up a profile and then link that on Facebook and social media for people to click on that video. But what Meerkat does is it literally is the app opens up, it says schedule or stream, and you can enter a message, and then it immediately starts streaming and links directly to your Twitter account. Your Ustream account, your streaming account on Meerkat is just your Twitter account. That's what everyone likes about it because it's just bridging the gap. There's no website to go to.
Yeah.
The only way to get to it is going straight through Twitter. It loads up through Twitter.
Well, that's the main question is when is Twitter going to just end up buying Meerkat and
which is
cutting out the middleman?
You mentioned that because they're already talking about acquiring new, like Facebook's doing that and Twitter, everyone's doing live streaming because now it was you had to wait to see your TV show at a certain time. Then it was you had to wait for it to be posted, and now you don't have to wait. It's live.
Right,
you just got to be there at the time, and then you get it on demand afterwards. But we are actually Meerkatting right now on the Enravio, at Enravio, the Twitter, so you can hop on that if you'd like.
So to the one person that's watching both streams continuously, thank you.
You can see what this looks like from the desk, which I promise you is very different. It's a very nice background, but it's quite a different image from the other stream. But it just goes to show that live stream. You just like let it to you. It's like I wasn't speaking. Oh my God. But it just proves that they're trying to bridge the gap between live streaming. And I think it's a genius app because it really you don't have to download anything besides the app. It goes straight through Twitter, which everyone's using already.
Real clean.
It makes it clean so that you can schedule it so it sends a notification, and then people can chat with you live directly on the screen. You can communicate with them directly through Twitter, which all pops up as replies on Twitter. That's what they market it as. They say it's almost like a warning they give you that everything you do on Meerkat will happen on Twitter. They say that like several times when you download the app. They're like, listen, it's not like it's not going to post up anywhere else. This is specifically designed to function with Twitter, which is cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I told you before, even if it's just bedroom stuff, like, what's beauty of it is it has
what kind of bedroom?
But even if it's just like DJing or like, we pulled up a live stream like 20 minutes ago and it was just some guy who had the camera way too uncomfortably close to his face, and I was captivated. Why? Because it's live, and it doesn't make sense. It's just, oh my God, that's happening right now. Like, it's mind-blowing. But the app has like an award system, too, like a ranking system where you can get points based off of how many minutes of streaming you watch and how many streams you do, how many people are following your streams, how many times you communicate through Twitter during the streams, and that's just a great way to motivate people, too. You got to get that like ranking system going on.
To me, it doesn't really do anything, but there are people out there that do care about all that.
The fact that it live streams through Twitter is what you had me at, but I can see a lot of people just getting invested because they see, I got 20 points. That was so easy. All I did was reply to a stream. Now it trickles. And that's the pay-to-win function. That's free to play, baby.
Yeah, seriously.
It's not for those with addictive personalities, which is gonna be written on my tombstone. So that's not good.
What is nice about the app, though, is I haven't gone in and really played around with it too much. But in like the 5 minutes before the show that you just explained, I feel like I have a full grasp on like what it's about, which just is a testament to its simplicity.
I think what it is that's the big thing where you just said it right there, simplicity. I think that's what it is. Like what I just said is when you open the app, you were literally given two options.
Yeah.
It's write a message and schedule it to warn people, or write a message and just stream. That's all you can do. And I think that's what Snapchat is. That's what people like Snapchat for.
Yeah.
It's just simplicity, making everything as easily as possible for everyone.
It's also going to add just a little bit of pizzazz onto Twitter.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like Twitter trying to acquire their own live streaming thing, but it's just another function for Twitter at this point, basically.
Especially because if you're going to use Twitter as like a news, as a news outlet.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, because the NFL is making a bunch of re-signings right now. I know it's totally off topic. But you can go and like see somebody actually signing the contract, which would be cool. Yeah,
a lot of companies have already signed up for it. You can see a list of like the top people who have already gained points, and it's CNN, it's NetCrunch, or TechCrunch, it's very popular at Geek Hut.
see that.
You can see like it's immediately posted, and then 5 seconds later, there's already 80 people watching the stream.
Yeah.
That's cool. You can see who's streaming on the top of it below your name, like how many people are watching and who specifically. So that's very cool. Like again,
cool.
I can't wait to see where the app goes. I really think it's going to be maybe not the foundation for live streaming, because I feel like Ustream has already kind of taken that category.
Yeah.
And
Plus,
live
if you're doing
streaming
anything
is
serious, you probably wouldn't be doing it.
yes, exactly. Like you can already see with the modes they have for Ustream. You can buy the basic plan or the enterprise plan, which is designed for. I mean, because we here at this company obviously live stream a lot. We do a bunch of different shows and
Once or twice.
just once here and there. But so we're constantly looking up like live streaming technology and information to see what could be streamlined. I remember bringing up live streams to some of our producers, and they're like, "Yes, if you want to pay like $2,000 a month for half the functions we have." So there's a lot of options out there, and like it's kind of getting broken down into categories now. I think live stream is kind of built for almost for music at this point. Because everything I see off of like a live stream site is all concerts.
Yeah.
They sell a lot of stuff where it's like you don't need a producer's window to do it, like a switcher, but they use an iPad for that instead. And the cameras, they sell with a mini broadcaster now for like $200, which you can attach to any camera that has an HDMI, and you can wirelessly live stream with it. So that's like their selling
That's
point.
sick.
Where Ustream now is much more built for you have an actual TriCaster or some kind of switching board,
Yeah.
and you have multiple cameras like we have in this study. Like we have like prompters and multiple cameras and lights, and that's why we use Ustream. Whereas Meerkat would be the Twitter of if you would own a website to post comprehensive articles, you'd go to Twitter to post crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Just shaky cam crap. That was actually in one of the
BuzzFeed now streaming.
BuzzFeed knows they have an account. They have a Meerkat account.
32 things you're going to need to see before you die.
Yeah, right.
The
32
17th
reasons
will
why
blow
you
your
hate
mind.
BuzzFeed, but you'll still read the article because you've got nothing better to do. That's Reddit at this point.
Ugh.
Just hive mind, baby. But all right, this is cool because we're gonna do this. We go to our next. You know what? No, we'll save that for the next commercial break because it's super cool. Before we go, let's do one more story. You were actually gonna bring this up because I said I was gonna bring it up, and you were like, "Oh, I've already been covering that. Fantastic." Elon Musk's Hyperloop
Man
technology.
with the money.
That's a lot of words. Nolan, could you enlighten me on what that is? Because I know the gist of it, basically,
Yeah.
but I don't know the extent, like the full extent of what this is.
Well, Elon Musk being the pimp, cash money guy
Who
he is.
is Elon Musk besides the pimp, cash money daddy that he is? So for those of you that don't know.
To me personally, he's like the closest thing we got to Batman. Like he's a super billionaire, and
That was so good.
he just
Oh my
goes around
God.
doing cool stuff all day.
Like if there was a superhero, like a masked man making news right now, I'd be like, that's Elon Musk. How does nobody
would have
see
to
that?
be.
Just a rich, look at the car he's driving. It's running on
The
tap
Tesla.
water. Like my God. But yeah, Elon Musk is he's just this guy who's basically if
He
you want
owns Tesla.
If you want the
so-
simplest explanation, he's a super rich billionaire who just wants to seemingly wants to make the world a better place. He could easily be like the world's biggest supervillain later in life
yeah.
or Batman.
Oh, definitely.
But he's got a lot of money and he's investing it in fuel cells. Like he invented the Tesla battery, which is it's revolutionizing electric cars, and he officially gave out the patent to other people for free. He didn't sell it, he just gave it out because he's like, this is technology that we should be spreading.
Yeah, he also doesn't need the
That's
money
what I mean.
at all.
But that's the beauty of it. How many rich people have tons of money but still just huddle it up together? Where he's just like, am I ever going to spend the billions of dollars that I have in my life? No. I don't think if I tried, I could spend more than $2 million like a month.
There was like that Richard
Maybe a
Pryor.
week. You know what? Never. I take that back. I can think of a lot of stuff I could buy. Richard Pryor.
Yeah, the Richard Pryor movie where it's an old movie.
Yeah, I don't. What are you talking about?
He gets like he finds out he has like a great uncle who's like super rich, and he has to spend like $10 million to get $50 million in like a week, and he can't do it.
Coolest uncle ever. There used to be a reality show like that where people would like at the beginning of the show would win like $50,000, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's great, that's it, you won," and they would think they're off the show, but cameras would follow them. And if they did, maybe it wasn't 50,000, that's ridiculous. But if they didn't spend the sum of money they were giving within that parameter of that day, they had to give the money back and everything they bought back. What? So without knowing, people had to be greedy on their own in order to keep the money. So you'd see guys, they'd spend like, they get maybe it was like $5,000 or something, and people would like not spend it all, and they're like, "Oh, give me the money back," and the stuff. But the people that did spend it were just like, "Oh, I get to keep all of it?" Like they're like, "Yeah, congrats." They're just like, which I guess is just kind of like a big, oh, thank God.
I would sue them and then pay my lawyer with the money and spend it and keep it.
I mean, but you're signing up for the show. I'm sure there's some kind of clause in there that's just like, nah, you can't.
A lawyer that you're spending $50,000 on will find his way.
I guess if it's Elon Musk. Anyway, so what is the Hyperloop before you have to go to commercial?
It's going to take a little bit of an explanation, so it's just a really sick train.
Super fast railway,
Yeah.
basically. It's like pod technology, I believe it was, where it's like you're putting an airtight tube or something?
Yeah, it's supposed to be it's like a combination between like a rail gun. I forget. It was like a weird combination of like 3 different things, and I was like, how is that going to work?
Yeah, I didn't read much. The only thing I read up on it was like, me being the cynical person that I am, was like failures, like what could go wrong.
Yeah.
And they had some like, surprisingly impressive is like in the event, because a lot of it's going to travel underwater, in the event that like one of the things is submerged, every like mile or so within this giant tunnel that you're traveling has walls that come down and they'll seal off a tube and then like compress it so that it becomes like habitable
valves.
in that tiny area, and then rescue workers would come and save you from that tube.
That makes sense.
Imagine being like stuck under the Atlantic in an airtight tube, and you're just like, oh, so we're like dead in the middle of the Atlantic right now, huh? Just knowing that there's a sea of water above you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm claustrophobic a little bit, so that would kind of scare me.
I'd be all right.
Yeah, it's a tube, Kyle. Stop being a wiener about it. Anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we got lots more to talk about, including a zombie apocalypse generator, the Apple Watch, the new MacBook, crazy Halo snipes, replayable video games, and so much more. When we come right back, don't leave. Please don't leave. Don't go. Don't go. It's a long, long fade out today.
Hey, this is Chris Dick, and if Interwebs.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Good evening. Welcome back, everybody. This is still something funny. That's this. You know what I've noticed? I think I watch back the videos we do. I think every time I come back from a commercial break, I do some kind of weird. This is a desk and I'm leaning on it move. So this is a desk and I'm leaning on it. Welcome back to the show. Internet, tech, video games. Anything else we want to talk about?
All that.
What else were we talking about? We were talking about the Hyperloop before, and we're moving on from that.
Oh, I could keep talking about that.
Oh yeah, so we got into this
Because there
just
is
a little
something
bit
that
about,
bugs me about it.
What bugs you about this incredibly dangerous, already
Well,
terrible thing?
technically it's not dangerous just yet because
it's
there's
not real.
no track. Yeah, it's all theoretical at this point.
The ideas are dangerous.
There's some dangerous ideas, and the pen is mightier than the sword, ladies. Yeah. But no, it says it's going to cut down on a lot of time, but in reality, why didn't we just make bullet trains?
Well, I mean,
that are already proven and safer and cheaper.
Well, I mean, bullet trains are safe and they are proven, but I think the Hyperloop is drastically faster, is it not? Because they were like marketing it as like Paris to New York in like faster than flying or something.
Yeah,
that was the big.
Yeah, but they said that you can go from like New York to LA in 45 minutes. That means you're going 4,500 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, you're in a tube. It's airtight. And this is all futuristic stuff. Like, if you let that like happen, I mean.
Isn't there like G-force that you have to consider?
G-force. Yeah, but I think the thing is like, the fact that you're in airtight compartment. It's pressurized. That's what I think the whole.
Yeah, but isn't a space shuttle pressurized, and astronauts need to go through that?
Yeah,
training?
but I mean, when astronauts get depressurized, it's just the empty vastness of space, whereas you'd be in this tiny tube. Again, this is all just speculation.
Yeah.
I didn't help make him.
Apparently,
surprisingly, I wasn't there with Elon. I call him Elon.
I wasn't on the ground floor with my boy Musk. Musk.
It just sounds like
nice train, Musk.
like a guy you like room with in prison. Yeah, it's my jailmate Musk.
You get out. Yeah.
He smelled terrible. It was very misleading.
But no, I guess next year they're going to try and put down the first few tracks. Which
That's
will be
very
cool.
interesting.
So we'll wait and see.
That's very interesting. I mean, because it's like, Elon Musk is one of those guys that's like, I love everything he's doing. He reminds me of like the physical embodiment of Google. Like, I like everything that they're doing, but he's got too much damn money, and he's got too much damn power, and he's got too much damn ambition, and it scares me. It's sad that scares me, but
it's a good
like he can
though.
seriously just go evil villain whenever he wants.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
And how evil is the name Elon Musk? Like, that just sounds like a supervillain. Like, doesn't go, oh my God, he destroyed the world. Elon Musk with like a Russian accent or something. I bet you he's Russian. What is nationality is he? He's definitely Russian.
Scary.
But he hides it very well. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. He's going to set these up, and then he's going to use them against us.
Yeah, he's gonna trap everyone in the trains. Evil. Well, let's move on from that. We said that too much. The Apple Watch has been priced and released. Have you looked up anything on that? Have
How
you
much
seen
does it cost?
I don't know.
Because that's what it comes.
I'm scared. Do you know what it was? I was gonna look it up, and I was like, do I really want to disappoint myself right now? Because
that's
it's clearly
exactly
going
the
to
point.
be. I'll look it up. An expensive amount of money.
I could see it going for like
$550. Damn. What did you just say?
I was saying I
500 to
I could
600?
see it going 500 to
Wow. Good call. Yeah, it's $600. It's.
I'm not surprised,
the
and that's
case-
way too much money. It doesn't do much now.
Well, I mean, it does a decent amount. I mean, the base apps aren't really that impressive. You get basically what you expect with your average launch for a device. You've got your Instagram, Twitter,
Yeah.
you make phone calls, you can text. It's got like a voice functionality.
We got the fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. But again, at this point, it's just like, I saw the list of the features, and I saw the fact that it's built for Apple phones, but
everybody
Motorola
got
and
the app on
Android
their
already
phone.
announced that they're going to start releasing like functionality for iPhones for their currently existing smartwatches. That's the picture. Thank you. I mean, it looks sleek. You gotta give it to that.
It's
but
cool. It's cool.
Have you seen the Moto 360G? From that's like the standard smartphone right now, and that's the one that everyone is going gaga bonkers, super diddly over.
Is that the one that's all hard body? Or does it still
no,
have the bands?
no. It's got a nice big round digital circle on top, but it's all like customizable. Like the first time I saw it, some guy loaded. I don't think he played the game, but you know what the Pip-Boy screen looks like from Fallout? You know that thing?
Oh, the thumbs up
Yeah, that
kid?
thumbs up. It had that menu as if in the game, like in the game Fallout, you have like your wrist guide, and it
Yeah,
had that old
that is pretty
technology.
cool.
You can make themes and stuff,
Yeah.
and it's all customizable.
Anything like
open
Mega
software.
Man, Fallout Boy would be just awesome. Metroid, like it'll
people
all be so
custom make
sick.
their own like themes and stuff. I haven't done anything like that since I owned a BlackBerry, and you could download customized like iOS or operating systems for it, like Candy and Donut and Witchcraft, whatever the hell they call those things.
Yeah, that is pretty cool though. I didn't realize that you can tear them in and like kind of do that much to them.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are the Android ones, and everyone was like, "That's
well,
great," but they didn't
Android.
sell them for. I think this is the first good smartwatch for iOS, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I don't think anything else is compatible for an iPhone. That's the big.
If you
selling
want to
point.
stretch and call like the Nike watches and stuff.
Yeah, the Fuel Bands.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they do more than you would think, but
like
at
Bonnie,
the same
you have a
time, it's
smartwatch.
not.
What smartwatch do you have? Bonnie's got a cool one. It doesn't do it's like thin, and it just tells you who's calling, and you can like swipe it to answer.
That's all. Yeah.
Samsung? She's got a Samsung one. Yeah, so she's got a Galaxy S5.
See,
Yes.
that's all I want the phone for, because the Galaxy S5's big, and you don't want to keep pulling it out of your pocket all
That's
day.
the only reason you want an Android phone?
No. The only reason why I'd want the watch is to keep my phone in my pocket, and it's like, I got something I can't do on my watch. Now I have to pull out my phone.
I think it's the same thing as Bluetooth headsets. I think it's kind of just a revival of that. Is the fact that because like if you can't just own, for people thinking this, you can't just own an Apple Watch and get texts and phones and stuff. It directly correlates with your iPhone.
It's like
That's
a
the
remote,
big deal.
basically.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth.
Yeah.
It runs off Bluetooth. Whereas you'd have a Bluetooth wristband or a Bluetooth headset that would answer calls. It's all linked to your iPhone. You would just be able to operate without pulling out of your pocket. I mean, I like it's not even smart watches. I want to do a segment on this next week, actually. It's wearable tech.
Yeah.
That's what gets me excited.
Yeah,
it's like,
cool.
because when you're looking for like the embodiment of like what's the future, it's drones flying around my house dropping off packages, and it's technology that you're wearing on a regular basis. Watches, they sell like these things, the smart watches, they have the cell phones, headgear now, the
Glass.
the glass. Now they have competitors for that as well, and they have even the smallest stuff, like they have like Tron outfits now where it's like, they have like light up blue, but it's not meant to look like you're going to a prom or something, it's like meant to be casual wear, but it's all lit up, and there's stuff that can like take your like blood, not your blood pressure, but take your pulse and stuff through your shirt, and it's just all that kind of technology. Necklaces that are USBs and stuff, and there's smart rings. Smart rings are the next thing. I guarantee you're going to see an iRing soon. Smart rings are very interesting.
Not a ring person.
Take a Google up to it. It's they're doing some pretty crazy stuff with that. Like a lot of AR technology too. Like they had one ring that works with an iPhone, and you use it as a pen, basically. Like your finger becomes a pen because it tracks the ring.
That makes
They're
sense.
super expensive, but I'm telling you right now, that will be. It was phone, tablet, watch. It's going to be the rings because those are the next big, small, or the headgear. Same thing. We're already in the headgear though. You know?
What's it called? Layer just launched for Google Glass.
Yeah, I saw that.
Tie that back in.
Layer's really cool.
Yeah.
Layer's really cool.
Yo, and I'm just imagining it on the glass, like that transition, how like seamless the transition is. Oh,
If you haven't
man,
watched one of
that's
the earlier
gene
episodes,
cream and stuff.
we had Google Glass in the studio with us, and
Yeah.
before you buy it, just because it is an expensive amount of money,
Make sure you have blue eyes.
we didn't quite figure it out, but it just plain doesn't work for some people.
Yeah.
Of course, me, it doesn't work for because I'm the most obsessed with it. But I can't. I literally can't turn it on. And then Nolan's like, "What's the problem?" He puts it on, and the thing is just, "Welcome, Nolan. Here's some toast and your blood pressure." And it's just like I can't for
We were
some
homies
reason.
immediately.
Our friend James, who's been on the show in previous, he put it on. Nothing. His brother puts it on. Who knows? I think he opened his email once last year, puts it on, and it's just like, oh, let me just go through these pictures that I want to do real quick. Nuts.
I think it comes
nuts.
down to purely eye color, because it's got to
It might
detect your
be.
pupil.
It really might
That's
be.
what
I have hazel eyes, so it's
Yeah.
like green
And
and
then
brown.
Tom,
Maybe
James,
it doesn't
me,
register
all
it. I don't
blue.
know. Does Tom have blue eyes?
Yeah.
Are they dreamy blue or are they like flat?
They're
'Cause
the
I
eyes
know
you
you
can get
would.
lost in.
It's like the ocean, Kyle. Anyway, along with, because the Apple Watch got released as part of like this big Apple event, they also released the new MacBook. They showed the new MacBook off, which is very interesting. It's definitely a bigger upgrade from the last one. Because the MacBook Pro, were there two MacBook Pros? Because there's a MacBook, and then there was a MacBook Pro, which basically just added the rounded edges, and your keyboard was black. Was there another one after that, not counting the Air?
No, because it was just
No.
upgraded packages.
Okay, that's what it is then. Because I thought there was one in the middle, and I was like, basically, that would be like the 5S of MacBooks. This is drastically different enough to warrant.
There might have been like a slim, but
Yeah.
it's
Oh, the Apple
same
Air.
thing.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
true.
I got
that's
it.
true.
Which it was actually very surprising because I pulled up the dimensions for the new MacBook, and it's almost seems stupid because it's thinner than the Air, drastically thinner. So it's just
See, I
why
hated
would
the
you
Air.
make a whole line of MacBooks obsolete?
Yeah.
Why would anybody buy a MacBook Air when you can get the new MacBook, which does twice the processing, not twice the processing, much more processing power, much more RAM, a CD drive, I believe, whereas the MacBook Slim might have that.
No,
But
they do.
it seems like, why would you need that, you know?
Yeah, I hated the Air
Why?
flat out because I just don't.
I don't think I've ever used it, to be honest.
It freaks me out to use it because I'm like, I'm gonna break this.
I
I just need a little bit of substance in something that costs $2,000. Call me crazy. I don't know. I was like it wasn't mine also, and I was very scared the whole time I used it. I literally was just like, I don't want to play with this. I'm gonna break it.
And that's what did I say like last episode? Apple products are designed incredibly
There's a shelf
delicately
life.
so that
Oh,
you
yeah.
break them and you
Yeah.
buy new ones. And I'm an actual testament to that. I had my last iPhone that I had. I got like one scratch down the middle, and I was like, guess I need a new iPhone. Just like, because I can't stand it. I don't know. It's just something about.
Yeah,
But I'm one of those
I
like
agree.
annoying people that has to get like the newest tech, even though like Like, I'm buying this first generation thing, and I know for a fact a better one's going to come out in 2 months that fixes every problem I complain about, but I can't help it. I have to.
You got to get your hands on it.
Every time I own something that's obsolete, I feel dirty. Like, I'm just like, oh, you caveman using your iPhone 4. It's
what will the
2015.
people think?
Yeah, that's what, not that, but I don't know. It's more for me. Like, how can I not be at the cusp, the cutting edge? Like, I have to be at all times. But yeah, the new MacBook 13, it's Retina, obviously. It's coming out this year, which I thought was cool. I thought for sure that would be like early 2016. I'm trying to find the dimensions.
I feel like laptops are in a very weird place in laptop history right now because even phones are becoming more like phablets and tablets are becoming mini laptops. It's almost like, where do you find the place to live with a laptop?
Yeah, the middle ground is getting so
blurred.
I said it before. I have the iPhone 6 and I got an iPad Mini and an iPad Mini after I got the iPhone, and I had almost gotten the iPhone Plus or iPhone 6 Plus. Thank God I didn't, just because I basically have that now with the iPad Mini. Like, it would be at this point it's kind of cool because I have the iPhone and then a MacBook and then the iPad Mini, but the screens are so close to each other. Like, they really are like. I mean, I was one of those people that when they first announced the iPad, I was like, that's so stupid. Like, you're using a giant cell phone, you're dumb. Yeah. But you do see, like, the laziness in it where it's like, I could get up to my desk and go on my laptop, or I could just pull out this giant cell phone and just use that on my bed and just be extra lazy. Yeah. So I'm a hypocrite, I admit. But I got the specs for it. It's 13.3 inches, 2,560 by 1,600 pixels. Retina display, 8 gig or 16 gigs, Intel Iris graphics, Thunderbolt 2, USB 3.0, and a full-size HDMI drive. One of the big things.
I think that's the same processor that I have in my 21-inch.
That's interesting that they're saying that, because when I was reading it, the big thing Apple is doing now is they're trying to make the one-port computer.
Then you'd have to buy
I thought that was
the
new MacBook because they were saying like they wanted to make a cable that you would plug it in to charge the MacBook. You would plug your iPod into it. You would plug everything into it.
You think Apple is going to do that?
They already did the Lightning
Apple
port.
Who changes their cords every 3 months with
absolutely. But that's what I'm saying is they make it so you have to get that cord.
Exactly.
Yeah, then you get that. That's a great marketing scheme. Look at the Lightning port.
One thing about Apple is nothing is one size fits all for Apple products.
I mean, no, but you're gonna have to buy a bunch of different cables for that one. Yeah, well, that's the point. Yeah, exactly. Look at it. They already got the Lightning port, so they're like, oh, so everything you own is completely obsolete unless you buy an adapter, which is incredibly hard to find,
which sucks.
Which I still haven't done. So you have to buy everything new. Do they even sell iHomes with Lightning ports, or is everything just Bluetooth now? Because every speaker I own is basically, I have the Beats Pill, that's Bluetooth. I use Bluetooth everything now, to be honest.
I guess it's just like hardline speakers or like non-portable speakers are the only
I don't think I've seen anything that had like a plug-in your iPhone via the Lightning port yet.
Yeah.
Like one of those. Like,
no.
It's still like that 16 pin or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about that more when we come back. We're gonna take a quick break, but when we come back, more zombie stuff, a crazy Halo snipe, not the one you're thinking of because the internet's been talking about some lame one that we're not even gonna mention.
That one was lame.
And so much more when we come right back.
All snipes in Halo are lame.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
guys, we're Scare No Fear, and we're here with Enravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Enravio.com wants you. Enravio provides the best in TV, film, post-production, and so much more. And we're growing. Right now, we're looking for a team of pros that can join us. So what are you waiting for? We need show hosts, production crew, marketing gurus, sales experts, audio engineers, lighting, visual effects, and camera crews. We want you. Go to Enravio.com/join the team. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Good evening.
Nice.
Thank you. We're back. We're live. It's 7:40. We got 20 minutes left. Tons to talk about. I'm super excited. Yeah, right. We'll just talk because I don't talk fast enough as it is, Nolan. Yeah.
We're from New York.
The bagels.
Our southern watchers.
The bagels. Jets. Yeah. I don't think you can say Jets. I'm very excited for this. We got a little video here. So the internet's kind of been blowing up lately. Kotaku, Polygon, all the video game blogs over this ridiculous Halo snipe that happened, weirdly enough, in Halo 3. So this happened like 3 or 4 games ago. But it was nuts. The guy saw this guy coming down like a long way down the hallway, took a shot, and just ricocheted off of 9 different things and hit him.
Oh, like bullets do.
Yeah, I mean, bullets do ricochet. Is that your... Yes, because when I play Halo, I'm looking for a realistic experience as a space marine fighting a covenant of aliens. That's the Call of Duty response. It's not realistic enough. I'm not playing a video game so I can experience real war. I'm playing a video game so I can experience something you can't experience in real life.
I don't like shooters. You're not going to win this.
Irrelevant.
Anyway,
keep it going. This video popped around. Everyone was it was really awesome. And then shortly after, another video popped up very soon after that just completely... It made the other one look very unimpressive. So this happened by Jimmy Boslow, that's not, the name's in the video. So this happened in Halo 4 actually, and this was more impressive. It's very similar to the first video, but in the sense that whereas the first video the guy saw the other guy down the alley, this guy...
Just blind?
Well, we'll take a look at the video. We're going to keep our audio on so I can explain it to you because there is a little bit of an explanation because it gets slow-mo and it happens super duper fast. So this is a clip from Halo 4. That is a crazy snipe that is beating out the other one that everyone's been going nuts over. So
newer game, newer snipe.
Wait, what?
Newer game, newer snipe.
Newer game, newer snipe. So this is the game. So this is where it happens right here. Ready? 1, 2, he turns to the left. Boom, that's the kill. He gets a double kill. Why did he get that double kill? Why did he get that snapshot? Let's take a look. He fires, hits the guy through the back, bounces off the first wall. It looks like 2 guys tried to shoot him too, which is really interesting. So, bounces off the first wall, makes its way to the left side of the corridor, bounces up to the roof, and then there's a guy behind the pillar that he hits.
Are you kidding me? Imagine being that guy and then just being like...
Legendary!
Yeah.
Absolutely legendary. Hold on, because it happens so fast in the beginning. Like, again, watch it, look. Boom, you have no idea, and then right there, double kill. Absolutely nuts. But that was, so there was another one before that, but in the first Halo snipe, the guy was just across the room and went ba 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 ba. That literally turned, he pulled some wanted crap and it like turned corners.
So stupid.
Is it any stupider than when we played Call of Duty 4 and you would just, match starts, and you would just huck a grenade across the map and get a kill? Is it any stupider than that?
No.
Because so far I've heard no explanation from a Call of Duty player.
No, I'm not a Call of Duty player, I'm not a first-person shooter, those aren't my games.
I'm a crafter.
I'm a crafter.
Crafter.
And I'm an athlete.
I'm an athlete.
I'm an athlete.
I'm an athlete.
Spits and kicks some.
Yeah. But speaking of Call of Duty, actually, this actually segues pretty well. We get way better at segues. God.
Only took 20 weeks.
There's a big 90,000 signature petition going around for an HD remake of Modern Warfare 2.
That was a good
Here's
game.
several problems I have with that.
No,
And not being a Call of Duty hater. One, Modern Warfare 2 is already in HD. So you can't call it an HD remake.
Yeah.
It can be a better looking remake.
Yeah, more finesse, like
Yeah,
better graphics.
but I mean, it would not be Halo 3 in the Master Chief Collection is not called Halo 3 HD because it already is HD. And number two, why wouldn't they just make Modern Warfare 4? That was light years better than Modern Warfare 2, you know?
Yeah,
I'm not saying I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2,
Warfare.
the story at least. I didn't really play the multiplayer that much, but I enjoyed the game. But it just seems like if you're gonna pick a game to remake, look at all the remake games so far. They're classics. It's Halo, Resident Evil. Like, why would you choose Modern Warfare 2 when you have because COD 4 was it. That's the go-to.
2 was the Pacific Theater, right?
No. That's World at War.
Oh.
No, I'm talking Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, wasn't that
Modern Warfare 2.
Wasn't where did they fight in that one?
They fought everywhere. You played as like the Special Forces unit.
No, but what was the
McTavish.
big war? Wasn't that the Pacific Theater?
What do you mean, Japan?
No, yeah.
No, that was World at War. We didn't fight the Japanese in Modern Warfare 2. Remember, you started off in the snow base. Everybody plays Modern Warfare 2. Everyone knows on the tutorial in the beginning and stuff.
I definitely know the game, and I've probably played.
No, you hop around the world. Remember how crazy that story was? Like you were in Scotland and you were in the desert and stuff. And Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 was. We've talked about it multiple times, like how like that was easily some of our best gaming moments of our lives are in that game.
That when I close my eyes and think about live, I think about Call of
exactly.
Duty 4.
That's when we had because a lot of our friends have like degraded. They don't play video games anymore. Everyone's got jobs and lives and whatever. But it's Call of Duty 4 was that the last time we were all playing video games. Like, yo, dude. We got home from school. It's high school.
Exactly.
8 o'clock. Get on Call of Duty so I can frag you. Like that was it. I mean, Halo was very much for me like that as well. But I played a ton of video games. But that was oh my God, those are memories, man. So that's why I was confused. I'm happy they're making a remake or that they're trying to get a petition for it. But it just seems odd why you wouldn't go to such a better game in the series. Like it's modern. The sniping portion, the prologue where you're the SAS and you're on the ship.
Yeah.
That's the Modern Warfare 4, right?
Yeah.
Like that's amazing. Like that was such a good game.
You drop into the ship loader and you
I
run
would
around.
love to see that redone for PS4 or Xbox or God forbid PC. Like that would be amazing.
That shipyard, that like boat level, is still one of my favorite maps
is one
of
of
like video games.
Oh my God,
period.
man! I wanted to join the military after that. Like everyone was like, Kyle, don't do it because of Call of Duty. I'm like, screw you! I'm gonna be in the SAS. And they're like, that's Scotland. You'll never be able to do that. And I was like, I'll do it. You'll see. But that's how influential that game was. It made me want to join the freaking military. But I mean, that's
Bought
just
a bunch of airsoft
and then
guns.
bring that up. What would if you could choose any HD remake of a game? What would you want to see a remake of?
Oh man.
Like if someone was like, all right, we have the studio on the phone and they want your opinion as to what people would love to see an HD remake of. It could have came out recently. It could have came out 8-bit freaking Sega Genesis, 16-bit for Sega Genesis.
Honestly, just because I personally love that. No,
Okay.
I mean you can basically.
I
make
know that's what I was
Minecraft
gonna say.
HD.
Don't say it.
I would love to see a DK64 HD, like perfect to the point where his hair's moving when he's walking around. I would drool for that.
Because they make they're still making Donkey Kong games, but they're still the side scrollers. Like they're really good looking, but they're still, which is not anything wrong. But Donkey Kong 64,
was so clutch.
I had to buy a freaking expansion for my 64 just to play it. You remember that when you had to like buy another Rumble pack?
Yeah.
I couldn't play Majora's Mask without it.
Yeah.
That being said, if I could have any game remade, I think I would want an HD Majora's Mask.
That would be a close,
that game
close
was
number 2. But
Ocarina of Time, still my favorite, but
yeah.
that game just had levels and areas that would look so good.
It's really just a matter of time until the Wii U makes a Zelda game like we want a Zelda game. And what?
Well, they're coming out with that soon. They already announced a new one. It's looking great. I mean, obviously you can't. But I agree. I played. That was like 2 issues ago. But Twilight Princess for Wii, I was very disappointed in that. It was terrible. First off, it took me 4 hours to get through the tutorial of the game into the actual combat. They have you fish, cattle, like just everything that's boring in the game. They have you do for 4 hours. Like they're trying to get you to not play the game. Like they're like, turn it off. Like this is gonna be.
We didn't
awful.
finish it.
Yes, we didn't. All we did was a tutorial. We're gonna make this so brutal. People turn it off before the.
It's a flawless plan.
Yeah, it's flawless. But I would love to see Majora's Mask remake. Lots of stuff. I would love to see Luigi's Mansion. I love Luigi's Mansion.
That would be cool.
You know what game I would love? Not even an HD remake, just a new one. Super Monkey Ball. You ever play Super Monkey Ball for
Classic
GameCube?
arcade.
Oh my
Classic
God.
arcade.
I remember I got the GameCube for Christmas years ago, and I got Luigi's Mansion, and then my cousins got me Super Monkey Ball, and I looked at it, I'm like, you dicks. Like, this is the stupidest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's a monkey in a ball, and they're like, just put it in, Kyle, and 5 hours later, I was like, I don't care how ridiculous this is. Like, it was one of the funnest games I still to this day have played.
Nice and challenging too.
It really was. And you know what I learned? Because my cousins still play it. Every time I go to their house, they still play the game. And so I go over, like, do you want to play Monkey Ball? I was like, hell yeah, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't know if you knew this, Kyle. When you drop in the level, if you just turn around, there's a button that stops all the obstacles.
Well,
so you
can
literally
stop
roll
moving.
back, and it'll be boop, and then everything will stop, like all like the obstacles or windmills and stuff, and you can just go forward.
I thought you can just stop the ball.
No.
Not the obstacles.
No.
Oh, that's
Or it was
huge, actually.
that, or it slowed it down like half speed or something like that. Where it was just like it made it.
Because you could fly through it if you were.
Oh, it was
if
easy
you were-
mode. Yeah, it was easy mode. But it was. I thought that was so funny. She's like, because she's like 8, and I'm just like, I'll hit an 8-year-old. I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like,
don't give me that crap.
I've been playing
How
this
long have you
game as
known
long
this?
as you were born.
Yeah, right. I played Sega Genesis. All right. Well, you were in the womb.
You weren't even a thought when I picked up my first controller.
I went online because you remember the joke everyone jokes about Battletoads? Like, do you have Battletoads? Like, that game. I had Battletoads. I had a rarer version of Battletoads. I had the Battletoad game where it was a movie version because Double Dragons had come out. Do you remember that movie? 80s flick, dude. 80s flick.
I don't remember it.
And it's something, it was like a 90s movie. And as part of, like, it was a really cheesy, like, I'm a blue karate guy and you're the red karate guy and we're teaming up and we're going to fight crime and
We're gonna fight
Hollywood.
the black karate guy.
Yeah, Beverly Hill Ninja, whatever. But it was like, as a promotion, they made a game with those guys in it. So it was Double Dragon Battletoads. And I looked up online like how much it was. I forget the price, but I shouldn't have gotten rid of it.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that, Nolan.
Yeah.
College tuition would be a whole lot easier if I still had that
much?
Sega cartridge.
Wow.
According to some people, but because it's the internet, nothing's reputable.
Yeah.
But I remember that Sega.
I will pay you Elon Musk's amount of money.
Because I remember, like, Sega, I had one of the best lineup of games in the Sega Genesis. It was like Sonic. I had the Beavis and Butthead game, which was incredibly hard and it was great. Power Rangers, Double Dragons.
Whenever I think of Sonic on,
That game.
I don't know if they had it for Sega or if they had it for PlayStation, but I just think of the Maguire's Basement.
It was for PlayStation then, because they didn't have a Sega.
Yeah, it probably was for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's a
But we
long
played
time. I was
so
7 when
much
I had my
Sonic.
my Sega Genesis. We were 7 when that game was at its prime. That console. It was the first console I ever got. I remember that. Yeah.
It probably was PlayStation.
You were 6, I was 7, yeah. On that note, we're going to take one more quick break, but when we come back, I actually found it, Zombie Apocalypse Simulator, and a couple other really cool stuff when we return. Don't hit the stream button. Keep it here.
Hey, this is Chris Les Jake, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Mark Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, we get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
You right. I'm right. I know I'm right. Hey, welcome back. One more arm thing. We got a couple minutes left, but we thought we'd end it on a cool note. No, I didn't think we could end it like that. It just took me this long to find it. I'm sorry. I don't know why I lied to you.
Nice. The thrill of show business.
So recently, Matt Bayerbaum is a guy, a scientist or some kind of zombie specialist. He's actually accurately created a zombie apocalypse infection generator that accurately tells you or visualizes how fast a zombie apocalypse would spread based on its origination. And you can change the bite to kill ratio as far as how many times a zombie bites someone and they die as opposed to becoming infected and contributing to the spread. Or you can change their speed so we can make them Dawn of the Dead speed where it's just, or 28 days later where it's rage and they're just sprinting their balls off.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut to my screen real quick where I got this whole little thing loaded up.
Yo.
It's a map of the United States.
I know
yes.
we said we should start it in New York, but if we're also thinking about talking about the spin-off of
Oh
LA,
yeah. Well,
we should
let me while we
start it in LA.
load that the video my screen up. Let's talk about that. Walking Dead has it's been announced for a spin-off. It's already filming. Already been casted. The main guy, I forget his name, but he's well known. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Has already been approved for 2 seasons on AMC. So this is a Walking Dead spin-off.
Yo,
It's
AMC
based in
just
LA.
killing
They're
it with
nailing
the spin-offs
They're
right
nailing
now.
it. That's the video.
Better Call Saul is excellent.
Oh,
if you
so
guys haven't
good.
started
Oh my God,
watching
they're
it.
nailing it. They really are. But
Yeah.
they're making a spin-off as far as what's happening in LA while Rick and the gang are.
I hope
doing
it's a
their thing.
prequel. I want to see the fall.
For some reason, when I heard the initial reports back when they first announced the spin-off, it was being reported that it was going to take place before The Walking Dead. Back then, I was being told it was taking place during when the infection breaks out, like the chaos
Good.
of it.
I want to see
That's what I heard.
Because they cheaped us with it.
How so?
He went in a coma and he woke up and everything was changed.
Yeah, dude, that's season 1 of a pilot show on AMC
No, I
with
know.
no
but
budget, though.
I know, but I want to
That's
see
hard.
it.
That's
now
what,
that
like-
the show's so big, I want to see it. Or
Yeah.
that or like a prequel movie or something.
I wouldn't be shocked if there was a movie. Absolutely. But let's make that full screen so we can show the full gratuity of this. So this is a map of the U.S. This is actually the design here. On the left are controls. I can control the kill to bite ratio, which is how many people I explained before are bit and become infected as opposed to dying. You can change to how fast they move in a mile, and step draw, which I have no idea what that does, so I'm just going to leave it default. So basically, you start it in anywhere we want. So let's start it. We're going to do we're going to make it big. So this is going to be now they walk very slow. We're going to make them walk. So we're going to do Dawn of the Dead. What do you want to start it? Where will the infection begin?
I feel like all those movies are in L.A. They're in California, right?
All right, so we'll hide the controls.
Wasn't Dawn of Dead?
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead was in, I believe it was in LA.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So let's load that up. We're going to choose, this looks pretty populated right there. Cool. So let's cut to my screen. Boom. All right, so now that's on the top, shows you the time since infection. So, oh wait, it's been 6 hours? Doesn't make sense. 1 second. Boom, okay, there we go. So this is the infection. We're going to start it right in California.
So that's
Boom.
a day.
So this is going Dawn of the
2
Dead
days.
speed. So this is if they were classic, I'm gonna go really slow. And I don't know if you can see on the TV, but it's moving microscopic on the West Coast. Very, very small. And that's a pretty populated part of the California too.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we'll see.
basically, that's
I mean, it's moving,
Francisco.
if you can see the red spinning out there, we have a terrible monitor to look at, so I can't really tell, but I mean, yeah, that's moving pretty close up the East Coast. Yeah, there it goes, I see it. Damn, look at that. All right, so.
Nobody's taken a flight yet, so it hasn't.
Do you know what's funny? I did one in New York because I was testing this before the show, and then a random infection popped up in LA.
Really?
So I don't know if it takes into account travel.
It would have to. There's
Because
always
apparently
one
if you have
person that would slip
Ebola,
by.
part of the symptoms is you feel the compulsion to just go to an airport. Did you watch Night of the Moment? I stole that joke. I can't even admit it. Bill Burr, so funny. But he's absolutely right. How many people got Ebola and went to the airport?
Got caught in the airport.
You remember when the whole story where the guy came to New York through LaGuardia and then took the 1 train that day? I received that story an hour after I got off the 1 train. Like, I was on the 1 train that day.
Sketchy.
And everyone I told it to was like, that's so funny, Kyle. Like, wow, that's really cool. That's great.
So
like,
I'm just going to go home.
What a weird coincidence, man. I mean, totally. Yeah. But let's load it up again. Let's make it, we're going to make it.
Start on the East Coast this time.
We're going to start on New York, and we're going to make them stupid fast. We're just going to make it, this is going to be 28 days later where they're not zombies, it's just straight infected. Let's start off on Long Island. We're going to do New York City right here.
Oh, this will be like I Am Legend.
Yeah, it is
Rage
I Am
zombies
Legend.
in New York City. Let's go.
All right, so that is the spread. Oh, that is really small. Oh, no, I got it set to big. Perfect. So that's increasing the speed. Boom, perfect. All right, so this is what's happening with New York. Yeah, you see how fast New York is, dude?
Yeah.
That's what he says in the statistic right there. So if you look towards Long Island or New York, bada freaking
That's a day.
boom. That's a day we just went by.
And that's all of New York covered
Let's
right
bump
now.
up the bite ratio right now, or we'll turn it down. There we go. That's absolutely nuts, dude. Like, New York City's gone
Yeah.
already.
We're still
Like,
safe.
holy crap. We're still safe.
We're not
barely. Oh, no, well, it's creeping on Long Island now.
We're
Yep.
just barely safe.
Just barely safe.
And
But
I hope we're filming that day.
Yeah, right. Or do we? That's what I hope to think. If we survive the zombie apocalypse, I've already taken it upon myself to be the guy that documents the whole thing because yada yada yada. With Meerkat. We're gonna live stream the zombie apocalypse. But it's pretty crazy because this guy he talks about it so calmly. We're gonna keep it up while I change some settings. We're gonna keep talking about it. Basically, he explains that it's not whether or not a zombie apocalypse would wipe out humanity. He's pretty damn confident. He said that it will for sure. It's just it's not very realistic how long it would take. Like in the movies, it takes days or weeks. Where in reality, if you pick somewhere in the middle of the country, that would take theoretical years for the zombie apocalypse to reach somebody. You'd be watching the news and have virtually nothing changed.
My main thing with the zombie apocalypse is you got to think, okay, these are dead bodies, so they're rotting. How long does it take a human body to completely rot to nothing?
That also,
or at least rot to its
depends on the geographical location.
Not powerful.
I feel like that would also come in well. If you're in the colder areas,
it would take a little longer.
But then I heard that the blood flow wouldn't work as well as zombies, so that they would freeze up in those kind of areas.
They would.
Like, good God, New York, we are so screwed if there's an apocalypse in New York. Like again, you see how small it is on the screen, but take the note. That's New York City that's eaten up right now, and we had it set to pretty low.
That's about 10 million people.
Yeah, like, look how fast New York goes. Like, good freaking God. These are days. So that's been 3 days.
It is tearing down.
That's 3 days. So New York City is gone in 3 days, basically. What is 60 hours? We should have a calculator. It's a bad idea. But look at that. New York is basically gone in a matter of weeks, if not that.
Long Island's not going to make it 3 days.
No, we're screwed. I mean, look at it. You can see Long Island getting swallowed up. Absolutely nuts.
That's why I would get in a boat.
Yeah, a boat, baby. That's what everyone. But boat or Antarctica. Just go to. Basically, the guy's like your best bet for surviving the zombie apocalypse is in like the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah.
In Colorado. So good job, Rob, to all our friends living in Colorado right now.
You're way ahead
of us. We'll see you in hell. But that's the end of the show.
What are you talking about? The dead people are here.
Yeah, that's right. Hell's on Earth now. Hell's been. What did they say in Dawn of the Dead? Hell is overfilled.
Yeah.
Now the dead will
like
walk the earth because the living can no longer fit in hell. That's what he says. Samuel Jackson. But that wasn't Samuel Jackson. That was just a bald guy. Whatever. But he was wearing a Kangol hat. So yeah. Kangol hats. Angry person. Hey, bald. It's Samuel Jackson. But that's the show. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you want to catch up on more of our stuff, head to or follow us on Twitter at InRavio. Go to Save and Continue Show and Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Save_Continue. All that fun stuff. Come join us. We're live next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at InRavio.com/live-stream. Bye.
Boom. Got it in.
Boom.
Review.